Hello everyone, this is Polly Aquilino. I manage the keto support group that I started a couple months ago, Keto Kaleidoscope. Look inside and discover the beauty of change. The link is down at the bottom of this video, so if you or somebody you know could benefit from a fun, supportive Facebook group, that would be great. We have over 1,000 members in just 8 weeks. So the word is getting out, and I just, that's my passion, to help people and my journey. There's another video that kind of, I talk about me and how I got here. But for now, I'm just trying to do these short videos to try to help people new to our group, that as a resource that we can put them to, so they can understand certain questions they have. And so I try to find the hottest topics on our group, and this one I'm going to talk about today is definitely one of them. So what is a stall? People talk about stalling when you do the ketogenic diet. I mean, you can stall no matter what lifestyle diet you're living, or what food you eat. But if you're trying to lose weight, a stall is basically 2 or 3 weeks of not losing any weight, or kind of fluctuating between the same pound for 2 or 3 weeks. It's not. Some people write me and say, I was losing a pound a day and now I'm staying the same for 3 days. This isn't working. So keto is a lifestyle. It's not a quick fix. And a stall really is defined as 2 or 3 weeks, like I said, at the same weight. And then you need to start looking at maybe what you're doing, what you could change up. You feel like you're doing everything right. Your macros are right. You're getting your vegetables in, you're getting your fats in, and sometimes our bodies just fluctuate. Our bodies can fluctuate between 2 and 5 pounds every day. So just keep that in mind, because stalling is not fun, but keep in mind this lifestyle, your body's still healing even though you're at a stall with a scale. So I'm gonna give you the top 6 things to help you to look at if you are stalling on keto. So, excuse me, I do have some cheat sheets because I wanna make sure I really get the highlights for you guys. So the first one I'm going to say, and this is a real thing. If you look it up, they've done research on it, is the Whoosh Effect. It's WHOOSH effect. Basically what it is in a nutshell is we all have fat cells in our body. So when we start changing the way we eat, and so we start burning fat on this lifestyle, think about our cell is smaller because there's no fat there. But what the body does is it puts water as a placeholder where the fat was, and it just holds it because it's waiting for fat. It's assuming fat's coming, fat's been coming for years and years. So we're going to just keep getting fat. But because of keto, we're burning that fat. So when the cell realizes that, I guess no fat's coming, I guess we're just burning these cells, the cell then collapses. And it's called the Whoosh Effect. And when the Whoosh Effect happens, sometimes people can lose 2 to 4 pounds in a week when they've been stalling for 2 or 3 weeks. So sometimes it's not anything you're doing. It simply is a result of your body, lower inflammation. It's burning fat, and it's whooshing out that fat cells. But because your body puts that water in there as kind of a placeholder, that's what makes you retain weight sometimes when you're at the scale. So sometimes it's not you. It might be that effect. So the next thing is that I want to talk about is how things to try to break your stall, things you should look at to see if something you're doing could make a difference at the scale. Sometimes your body gets used to the same thing day in and day out, so you can try these things. So these are the top 6 things I want to tell you that you can try to break your stall, and try them for 7 days, just 7 days, then weigh yourself and see if it made a difference. So number 1 is decrease your protein by 20 grams. Eating too much protein is a huge no-no on this to be successful in terms of weight loss. You don't want to eat too much. A lot of time, the Atkins diet was big, high protein. This is not high protein. Actually, it's low to moderate protein, low, and I emphasize the word low. It's very restrictive carbs. It's low to moderate protein, and it's high healthy fats. So try to lower your protein by 20 grams, whatever your macros are, and increase your fats by 20 grams. If you do those 2 things, just try that for a week and see if that doesn't help, break your stall. Number 2, Bulletproof Coffee. Those of you that do it, okay, heavy whipping cream is usually what we put in because it's good, healthy fat, and that's what we need. But try not using heavy whipping cream in your coffee. Just do without it. Or you can use a lighter cream that doesn't have any added sugar, and that may help because it's a little less calories. So if you just try not using heavy whipping cream for a week, and I know it's tough because the whipping cream is delicious in Bulletproof Coffee, but just try that for a week and see if that doesn't help. Try not to use any artificial sweeteners. Now, obviously, we don't use sugar on this lifestyle, but you know, even your my favorite sweeteners, monk fruit, even those, try to just not do. Sometimes they can spike a little bit of an insulin reaction, even though, you know, in general they're good for this lifestyle. But sometimes, depending on your body and how your body you know, digests stuff, it can cause that. So if you just cut out all artificial sweeteners for a week, see if that might make the scale start moving. The other one is, of course, increase your physical activity. That's definitely one we should do every day, whether we're stalling or not, but really try to ramp it up for a week. If you really think that may be, if you've been kind of lax on that part, try to do that and see if you can get the scale moving. The other one is become ingredient detectives. The food industry uses so many terms out there for sugars. There's about 65 of them. I have the information on my group that they just try to hide sugars. And so we have to be stronger than that. We have to be knowledgeable about that. So please read your labels. I will do a separate video with ingredients that you should always look for, but maltodextrin is one that you should never eat. It actually raises your blood sugar levels higher than regular cane sugar. So maltodextrin is in everything. I mean, there's some things that I've been making for a recipe and I notice it hasn't, and I won't put it in there. So that's one of them. But like I said, on my group, there's a long list of things you just want to watch for. So be ingredient readers. You might be eating something that you didn't realize that was in something you were eating. So you just really need to read your ingredients and make sure there's no added sugar or, you know, honey or, you know, starches or, you know, so I like I said, there's like 65 official names that the food industry uses for sugar. And unfortunately, if we don't know that, it can definitely create a stall at the scale for us on this lifestyle. The last one is be patient, trust the process. I actually had my first stall about a month ago. I lost about a half a pound, and then the following week I lost a half a pound as well. And so I was like, okay, I was used to seeing 1.5 to 2 pounds every week. So that kind of really bummed me out. So I actually did not put heavy whipping cream in my coffee for 10 days. And I increased my physical activity. I changed where I park at work and I walked, and it's a long hill. So I walked. And the next week I was down 3.8. So for me, I knew it was the heavy whipping cream. So if you are gonna try some of these ideas, just try one at a time or two at a time. So if it does make a difference, you'll know what it was that made the difference. So let us know if you try one of these. If you're at a stall and you try one of these and they work, we can, you know, it's good for other people to know. You may have your own things of what helps, you know, you get out of a stall. But please know that our bodies are healing, and everybody loses at a different rate. And just because you may stay at the same weight for a week or 2 weeks, that's not really a stall. When you get to 3 weeks, and then you can start maybe looking closer and examining maybe what you're eating that you don't know you're eating with the ingredients, or just lightening up on the protein and increasing your healthy fat. So thank you for listening. Again, if you want to join our group, Keto Kaleidoscope, the link's down in the bottom, and I will see you next time. Thank you.